When is enough enough? Um, it's clear that, you know, at least as far as popular thought is concerned, everybody is out to get what they can get to whatever extent they find gratifying, they find satisfying. But I think that at some point the question will be posed: have you had enough? And I'm not here to tell anybody that they should stop going for what they want to go for. Um, I can't tell you any of that, but at least when it comes to like happiness, right? Have you had enough? Like, why are you going for what you're going for in life? And to like, to what extent? I mean, when can you say you have gotten there? When can you say you have reached the top, the goal, the place that you want to be? How would you go about figuring that out? Like, as far as I'm concerned, for me, I know that I've set many goals over the course of my life that I wanted to achieve. And now that I've said it out loud, I don't even know if it's really wise to call them goals because goals, I think, implies some sort of intellectual achievement, something like honorable, like, oh, I want to buy a house, I want to be a homeowner, I want to get my master's degree, I want to be the top of the line at whatever it is that I want to do. Like, I never really had any of those goals. Like, I had things that I wanted, like me personally, and I got some of those things. But eventually, at some point, and this is just for me, I decided that, there's no place, like there's no goal, there's no end game on the whole. Like, in this, like, short term speaking, yeah, like today I wanted some Indian food. When I got that, I got exactly what I wanted for lunch. Whew, it was delicious. But as far as like a life goal is concerned, I'm not too sure I've ever had anything like that other than to be happy. I saw something today that said, quote, "It is of my opinion that you never truly find happiness until you stop looking," end quote. I was talking to somebody today about serendipity. As far as I understand that term to be, I believe that much of my life has been like that. There's so many things that I was never actively looking for, but happened to fall in my lap, that happened to come about my way, that found me, and I benefited from, but I wasn't searching for it, not actively. And it's kind of like at some point I just let go. I let go of expecting certain things to be a certain way, expecting to achieve certain goals, certain things. Again, goals. I don't have a master's degree in anything. Um, I'm not the CEO of any company. I don't really know if I've achieved anything that's worth identifying as a goal. I have achieved personal satisfaction, but again, going back to it, like, what is the point of that personal satisfaction? Like, what are you looking to achieve? Like, for me, man, I just wanted to be happy. I just wanted to wake up and feel okay. I wanted to go to bed and sleep good. I wanted to go out and about on a day and feel like there's really nothing that I want. And I just wanted to appreciate the sunshine. I just wanted to appreciate my freedom, whatever it is. And I think I got to that point. Um, and there are certain things where there's massive amounts of pleasure attached to it. Again, I mentioned earlier food. Food is one of those things. There have been times where I've craved some food, a certain type of food, so badly, and then when I achieved it, when I got there and I ate that food, like, it was great, right? But it was great for that time. It filled me up, and afterwards, I didn't want anything. But eventually, like I wanted something else. Like I remember wanting cookies. Made some cookies right out the oven with some milk. Ooh wee! Tell you, that was exactly what I wanted. But immediately after I had those cookies, like I didn't. I was good. Like I was like, at that moment, I was like, I can never eat some cookies. Like I'll be fine. I felt like I could never eat cookies again and be okay with it. But that's not the case. Like I got over that. I mean, there are some examples that I want to give that go down a much more inappropriate lane that I don't think is permissible on this platform. But in terms of pleasure, it almost seems like there's never enough. Like because eventually you're gonna want something more. Um, you get to a certain place, and next is the goal. And on one hand, I feel like it has to be that way. That like we've evolved or we're designed to be ready to move on to the next thing because the environment of this planet, our circumstance, is so harsh that if you're too satisfied for too long, that could be your end. Um, I mean, clearly, the global economic landscape, if it's fair for me to use that term, will not allow you to stay in the place for too long, or not everybody to stay in the same place for too long because your job might not be secure forever. Your home might not be secure forever. Your form of government, I'm treading a light territory there. I'm gonna try not to get into it, but the form of government by which or in which we currently live may not last forever. I mean, go back 50 years, 100 years, 200 years. How far back do I really need to go to give the example that there was probably somebody in that time frame, everything was going good for it, but obviously it came to an end. It changed, and we have to adapt with that. Like my style right now, like I like the style that I have, but certainly 10 years ago, I'm not too sure that this style would have been permissible. It might be some people who see me right now and are laughing at me, but I like it. But go back not only 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Like I feel like if I was dressing like this in 1999, I mean, I was in elementary school in 1999, so I yeah, but if I was this age in 1999 and I was dressed like this, two things. I think I would have to be like a mega celebrity where I could dress like this and everybody like, that's just him. But it wasn't common. Like it wasn't common for the cool person to dress like this. It changed. So, my point is just that things change. And because things change, you can't really ever be fully satisfied. And since you can't really ever be fully satisfied, I just ask the question like, when have you had enough? And this ain't like something that I can tell you. Like this is something that I ask myself. Like I have to ask myself this for my own happiness sake. I mean, I got to be happy with the tax bracket that I'm in. I got to be happy with the place that I'm living in, with what I have. Um, who am I trying to keep up with? Like, I just bought this computer, but I mean, technology is advancing so fast that there were so many options for me to choose from. But my education level, as far as my knowledge of computers is concerned, really made it seem like there were too many choices to pick from. So it's like, how do I know what's right for me? Um, anyways, when is enough enough? I can't tell you. You have to decide that for yourself. But I feel like it was something that's worth thinking about because your happiness is depending, it's circumstantial, it's relative to your level of satisfaction, what you're okay with. Each person has to find that on their own. Each person has to find that on their own. That's it.